You're deciding whether to bring a lawsuit for the injuries that your baby suffered as a result of improper obstetrical care during the time of delivery. But now you've tried to get copies of your medical records and you're told that the hospital cannot locate the electronic fetal monitoring strips. If you go ahead with a lawsuit, what can happen to the hospital because they can't locate your baby's medical records? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law in the state of New York. So now, when you go ahead and bring a lawsuit seeking compensation for the harms and injuries that your baby suffered as a result of improper obstetrical care, one of the first things we do is we get your medical records, your labor and delivery records. And what happens if the hospital cannot locate those records? Maybe they destroyed them, maybe they misplaced them. Whatever the reason is, if they cannot find those records, what happens if you decide to bring a lawsuit? One of the things that can happen is that the hospital can be fined or sanctioned. Now, why is that? Because the hospital has an obligation to keep and maintain your medical records. They cannot discard them. They cannot lose them, whether intentionally or inadvertently. They are required by law in New York to keep them for a certain period of time. So now, if we request those records and they cannot be found, one of the things that we can do is we can ask the court for permission to dismiss the hospital's answer to your allegations. So now when you bring a lawsuit, we make certain allegations that the hospital violated the basic standards of medical and obstetrical care. And now if the hospital cannot locate those records and provide a valid reason why they can't locate it, there is the possibility that a judge may turn around and say, hey, listen, I don't buy your argument that you can't find these records. As a result of that, your answer is now going to be stricken. And what that means is that you are basically getting a win. You're getting a default. So it's as if the Yankees show up to play the Mets don't show up, the Yankees get an automatic win. That means you would get an automatic win on liability, but you would still have to try the case on damages to determine how much compensation should be given to you and to your baby. You know, in law we say that there is a spoliation of evidence, and what that means is that the evidence that we would need to help prove your case has been spoiled. For whatever reason, those records are no longer available, and now we are at a disadvantage. And because we're at a disadvantage, the court then realizes that and now is going to try and penalize the person who's responsible for keeping and maintaining those records. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you because if you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit for the injuries and harms that your baby suffered as a result of improper obstetrical care, then what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.